Hello there and welcome to the Double Zero Challenge channel. We do just one thing on this channel, and that's to take these two D10 dice and see how long it takes before we reach a double zero. If you would like to play along at home, please write down your guess now, but don't write it down in the comments, just keep it to yourself and let other people watch the video and find out for themselves. There will be more things to explain as we go along, but let's get cracking because the odds of 1 in 100 are against us. So, roll number 1. And that is a 1 and a 9. I'll read them all out as we go along. And that's a 6 and a 1. And that's a double 7. Now, we are taking account of any other doubles. Hypothetically, there are 9 other doubles on the way to odds of 1 in 100, but as we all know, hypothetical odds don't often play out in the real world. We move on, and that is a 6 and a 3. And we have a 0, but we have a 6. Remember, we're looking for a double 0. And that's a 0, but it's a 2. And we have a 1 and a 3. And that's a 3 and a 5. And we have a 4 and a 7 there. Excuse me. And that's a 7 and a 2. And we have a 2 and a 6. And that's a 6 and a 7. And we have a 9 and a 3. And that's a 5 and a 6. And that is a 6 and a 5. Awful concentration of 6s today. But it depends what mood the dice gods are in. And they want to give us 6s. That's a 4 and a 2, which of course adds up to 6. And that is a 9 and a 2. And we have a 7 and an 8. Oh. And that is a 3 and a 9. I have an 8 and a 4. We have a 0, but we have a 4. And that's a 6 and a 7. Again, another 6 for us. And a double 8. So we sling that on the bottom row. And that's an 8 and a 3. And that's another double 8. And we have a 5 and a 7. And that's a 3 and a 4. And that's a 3 and a 6. We have a 0, but we have a 2. And that's a 6 and a 5. And that's a 0, but it's a 5. And we have an 8 and a 6. And we have a 0, but we have a 2. And that's a 1 and a 5. And we have a 3 and a 5. And that is a 5 and a 6. it's a double 3, so we put that beside the others. Oh, where are you? There we go. We have a 0, but we have a 9. We have a 1, and on the edge of the dice board, we have a 9. It counts. No matter where it lands, it counts. This is an autocracy. I decide whether it counts or not. And we have a 6 and a 4 there. And that's a 0, but it's a 5. And a 1 and a 7. And we have a 0, but we have an 8. And it's a 5 and a 7. And that is a 6 and an 8. As we approach 50 rolls, note that every 50th roll we have a massive double-hander roll like this. And that is coming up in just a few moments' time. But first, it's a 6 and a 2. And that's a 9 and a 6. We have a 2 and a 7. A 9 and an 8. And for the double-hander at 50, we have a 3 and a 4. So we play on for 100 rolls. And next is a 4 and a 7. And at 52 rolls, we get a double 0. So half the odds we expected, and we encountered 4 other doubles on the way. So again, about half there. Like I say, real world conditions have no bearing on hypothetical dice rolls. So if you said 52, well done to that. Thank you very much for watching. You take care and roll on next time.